The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Oh, gave the defender the business. Just steamrolling the defense.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive, coming out, set the tone. They get stopped on third down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
Looking to throw it again. Makes his connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time he's got his man. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Avoids pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
The defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing. They weren't able to get him initially, so you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level...
He's off to the races. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Back to throw, it's Slater. Makes the grab on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Line is set on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to clear it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So
looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Touch pass on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He fires a bullet to the right. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After misfiring, it's second down. He wants to throw it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Slater. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Using the quick game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Using his legs, it's Reed. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball in the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pulls it in. It's Hatchett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Looking left. He makes a catch. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a man. It's Slater. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't.
Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On second down, looking to throw. He's right on target. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can...
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They're going to throw it again. Getting some heat. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And this bounces out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He's looking to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Movement here from the tight end. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, it's Slater. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create.
Makes the catch on the left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Feeling some heat. Working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Spin, still running. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
31, LSU, 14.
The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
LSU right back to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburner's coming. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. Now improvising. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pocket starts to collapse. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sideline and keep him in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
Coming after it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. LSU quick to the line. Back to pass. It's Slater. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They're trying to get to it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. The 30, the 20, the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They're bringing heat. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown USC! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To throw, it's Slater. Looking for a deep man. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about you.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
He makes the connection. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. First down to start the drive after the break. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Getting some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's complete to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Fast motion from the offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job of limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Feeling some heat. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This offense has a second down play.
He ain't want that shit for real, fam.
Gonna let it fly.
While I sing my comeback
Just
song.
about had another
Hey, Joe, he ain't want that shit for real, fam.
three in this game. They're lucky it wasn't four there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Slater.
Oh, get it.
Another interception.
Yes, I
This
do.
guy just can't
Yes, I
find
do.
his own player.
Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. The freshman right there, boy. True freshman.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
Running that bullshit.
This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing today. The Jimmys and the Joes, they're just not as good as the
They got on accelerated clock, but he be running clock up on people. I'm about to call timeout on this nigga, fam. I can't respect that, man. This nigga be right up the scoring niggas, but want to turn on 2 o'clock against me? No, sir.
Not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries on.
Return of the Mac.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45.
Oh, no. This nigga just pulled the plug. Ain't no way.
And I don't...
Never did this man just pull the plug. Man, this man just pulled the plug. Ain't no fucking way.